Hi, I'm Larry Canard. I've been a high school and youth football coach for over 30 years. Began coaching high school football when I just got out of college, and then once I had children of my own, I decided to get involved coaching football on the youth level. And what I learned was there's really not that much difference. Certainly the teams are smaller at the youth level and the kids aren't nearly as big and athletic, but the basic fundamentals and how you teach them and how the game is conducted is pretty much the same. For the past couple of years, I've been the youth football coordinator for USA Football. USA Football provides coaches with education online, especially for young coaches that may have not been coaching before, and also offer things such as an online drills playbook, an online drills library, playbook, and practice planner. Today we're going to talk about the 4-4 defense, which I ran at the high school level because we were a little undersized and overmatched in our district, and we felt like we needed to be a little more aggressive on defense and get after it. And I used that same defense for a bunch of 7- and 8-year-olds several years later, and it had the same amount of success, so I hope you enjoy this. Here we have the bullet points that really apply to any type of defense you're going to play. It doesn't matter if it's the 4-4, the 5-3, the 6-2. Anytime you talk about playing defense, you need to adhere to some of these bullet points. The first one, in reference to the 4-4, though, is patience is the key. You don't abandon the ship when things get tough. It's kind of a new defense to teach, and especially if you have kids that haven't played it before, they're going to have a little bit of time adjusting to it, but don't abandon that. You got to be patient with your teaching. Be great tacklers. We tackle every day in practice. Does that mean we go full speed, 10-yard collisions and make a lot of plastic collide? No. But we teach our kids how to tackle every day, and we work on it every day with different tackling circuits and that sort of thing. Be physical. Spend a lot of time working on strength and agilities and sled work. We think no matter how young the kids are, they can be physical just by working on things like chutes and sleds and that sort of thing. Football is a contact sport. There's no doubt about that. Some people say it's a collision sport. You need to match kids up with equal ability and don't let the practice superstar kind of dominate the drills. Run, run, run. 11 men to the ball on every play. That works for any defense. You need to pursue the football. Make the offense go east or west. We want to make sure that we're closing down all the gaps that make them go north and south toward the goal line. We want to spill every play to the outside, to the sideline. Never stop learning. As a coach, you should never stop learning. You should always make yourself available to educational opportunities with high school coaches and clinics and that sort of thing. And teach the game. Make sure every player knows his position plays in the big scheme of things. Create students of the game. What I mean by that is we talk about a big team concept. Make sure that inside linebacker knows what he's supposed to be doing so that he's not opening up a gap trying to get to the ball outside where the outside linebacker is supposed to be. Why the 4-4? It's a run-stopping defense, and in youth football, certainly, especially at the younger ages, you're going to see offenses run the ball a great more than they will pass the ball. It's very easy to teach. There aren't a lot of rules involved. We don't ask these kids to read guards or fullbacks so much. We pretty much line them up and send them through gaps and tell them to get after the football. It's flexible. You can rotate out of the 4-4 into some other defenses when you get older and teams start throwing the ball a little bit more. It's very difficult to block because kids are stacked and you have 8 men in the box and the linemen don't exactly know who's coming from where. And it's a lot of fun to play. Kids who play defense want to tackle the football. That's what they